Hi everyone, welcome back to Beef Reacts, and today we are, we took a week off from mainline RWBY, and I shaved today, so you could actually see my big boy double chin that I don't like, and the other things I'm insecure about, so that's fun, huh? Good for me. I have a wedding tomorrow, so this weekend's content is going to be brought to you by pre-recording, and today we're going to be doing the Ruby Rose character short from Volume 4, then episodes 1, 2, and 3. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be doing an Epic Rap Battles of History. I want to do something short. And then Sunday, going to be doing episodes 4, 5, and 6. So it's going to be a little bit of a long recording day for me. But no big deal. With all that said, it's been a week. It really has been a week to just let it sink in that both Penny and Pyrrha are dead. Yeah. Looking back, there's all the little things in hindsight that just kind of make you, I don't want to say make you mad, but make you a little upset. Make you upset that you didn't notice. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, we should just jump into it. Duh. Oh, shit. First thing to notice is, they actually have walking animations. From what I was told, this is the last one that was done in the Poser. I forgot what animation piece they went over to, or not animation piece, but software they went over to. It's not Blender, and it's not Poser. It's one of the ones. I'll read it at the end of one of the episodes, I'm sure. Yeah, she looks completely different here. Maybe younger? Can we just take a moment to compare that running to what we saw a few seasons ago? I'm not concerned, but it's just astounding to me how much has changed. Oh my god, in the eye movement. Like, it's definitely gotten great. Ooh. That's never not going to be sick. That is never not going to be sick. Every fucking time it is done, it is sick. And I am for it. I am, how the fuck did I just say for? I am for it? Am I a child? I am for it. I am for it. Thank you. Do they ray trace the eyes? Have that movement, or do they just put a light inside of it and have it kind of slowly delay off? Unimportant. Oh, she has changed her outfit for real, but on top of that, so that's somebody wearing a hooded. This has to be foreshadowing for something. I don't know what, though. Her being the champion, her being the savior, who fucking knows? But what I do know is that matters. I don't know how it matters, but it matters. And she looks badass. It looks cooler and more anime stylish. Like, like the fighting looks cooler, but it does seem to be missing. It's like weird because you could sit there and talk about the Monty thing all you want and be like, without him, the heart's gone, or you could say things like that, and I could hear that argument. But the issue currently is that this right here feels off for some reason, and I don't want to just say it feels off and then be like, well, it's because Monty's not there. That's stupid. All right, things can be quantifiable. I could copy fucking Orson Welles' style. I can copy Wes Anderson's style. You can copy those things and be like, well, it's not authentic. Yeah, but the way masterpieces work, like when artists make masterpieces, they still get copied, and you don't notice. It's more of like the vibe of it. It's just kind of like this right here feels off, but not in a way of like it's bad. It just seems different. Maybe it's the backgrounds, like it doesn't. There's a lot of things going on that are happening on screen. I'm going to see if I could figure it out a little bit more. I apologize for this. I'm trying to coherently and cohesively put it together with just an initial reaction to just that first fucking fight, but it automatically has such a different vibe. Like that. That's what it is. It pauses. It fucking... When she slashes, the motion stops. Kind of like a comic book in a way. Like, wait for it. Like, it slows down, hits, but every time she goes for a hit, it slows down just a tiny bit. Like, it doesn't... So she could just fly now. Her semblance is the fact that she could just fucking fly now, apparently. Like, I don't think RWBY could ever do that in the previous 3 volumes with her semblance, because if she could, then why didn't she do it before? Like, she had the rose petal thing. Like, they went flashier. It's a weird... Alright, but that's fucking sick. I'm not even gonna cap. That's fucking sick. Oh, it's Big Grim Boy. A Gorilla Grim? So do they ever give a reason why the Grimm look like animals? I don't remember getting a legitimate reason for it, but if I had to think about it, Faunus are part animal, part human? They're Faunus, so I don't know. Grimm look animalistic, but there's that. And then there's Salem, who looks like a Grimm, but we haven't met officially yet, but we saw her name in the credits. Now, I have a theory that will be wrong, just to clarify. But, is it possible that the Faunus are somehow descendant from Grimm and human hybrids? That makes no sense with what we know, but it doesn't... Like, I'm confused on why we have Faunus. You have Faunus that has a fucking cat tail or dog ears, and then you have Beowulfs, and then you have humans. And then you have Zwei, which is an actual dog, so, like... It forces me to ask questions that I don't want to have to fucking ask. I don't think her semblance was ever this strong, though. It's her theme, it's her motif! Or whatever it's called. If her mom did the same thing, would RWBY's be hereditary also? A fucking tornado?! I love it. I love it so fucking much. RWBY's so badass.
RWBY, we saw smoke. Heading your way.
Don't start without us. You better hurry.
So badass. She is so fucking badass. And Weiss. Blake is doing her thing. Yang just doesn't have an arm, but still cute. Okay. So, for a 5-minute thing, I already have 12 minutes of stuff to talk about, but like fucking... Here's the conversation, not the conversation, but the thought that I have so far. This is amazing. This is really good. It's RWBY, but it isn't. And here's what I mean. That showcase of RWBY semblance is a natural progression in a way that we have yet to ever see on screen. Why the fuck can she split her form into 3 tornado... Like, when has she ever been able to do that beforehand? Semblances weren't shown to be that strong unless you're... Hello? Can we autofocus on me, please? Thank you. Cool. Oh, okay. We haven't been shown like that to look like that ever before. And I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not gonna judge this to be like Monty not here bad. I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's fair to this team that's trying to carry out his vision. It's more of, it's different. It's not bad, it's different, and I don't know if I can necessarily call it RWBY in a sense. Like, to give, like, because we're actually on YouTube, to give, like, the best example, it's like, I have yet to see Season 4, but this is just the trailer that came out for RWBY before Season 4 came out. And, like, this fighting is really cool, really anime-esque, and I think, honestly, it's what Monty would have wanted. I think the only difference between it is it's what he would have wanted without his personal touch to it. And I don't know if this is how semblances are supposed to work. I don't know how it's supposed to, like, actually act in this, like, standpoint. It just feels a little different. And I can't say it's... I don't want to say it's bad. I just don't know if I could call it RWBY as of yet. Which sounds insane because I'm fucking me. I haven't made anything. So what the fuck am I talking about? I still love the show. This was fucking awesome. It's still awesome. It's just different. And like, you need time to get used to different. And you need time to understand that just because it's different doesn't mean bad. It just means different. So I do apologize if it comes off of I'm judging it too harshly. It's just a different thing, and I'm sure it's probably going to take me a season or two to really get used to it. That being said, let's go into episode 1. Okay, and we are going to be just jumping right into RWBY Volume 4, Episode 1. It's looking like it's a 20-minute episode. And considering all the other ones are 12, I talk a lot. I get 30 minutes out of that, so this is going to be a fun time. This entire thing is just to say, we got money now. Not even to be like, oh, this is a money shot, but like, I guarantee whatever this episode's budget went to this. She cut her hair?
Yes, yes. Please keep your posse in check.
Excuse you? Posse? I wouldn't take that shit for a fucking second. I'd be like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, little bitch boy? I'm the yeah.
You hear that? Silence. I have half the mind to thank the little girl that bested you.
If I were you, I'd hunt her down. Find her, and... well, she took your eye, didn't she?
Now Cinder is without an eye.
Pathetic. Why did you eat?
So here's the thing that you can immediately you can get a lot out of this scene alone. Not that you can get a lot out of the scene in the sense of like if you look at the compositions, if you look at where people are sitting, you get a good idea of dynamics. There's a lot of body language stuff that goes into like seating arrangement, as in you're normally, if you're sitting across from somebody that's typically the most combative person that you will have in the room, that doesn't mean that you're going to fight them. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means that because you're sitting opposite of each other, you are just going to be typically more combative than normal. Person sitting to your right or left, kind of like catty corner in a way. Is that what catty corner means? What the fuck does catty corner mean? I've been using it my whole life. I don't know what the fuck it means. But, like, you know, like when it's perpendicular like that, and you're sitting here and they're sitting here. The person on your right is going to be your best ally. The person to your left is also going to be friendly towards you. There's a lot going on with that. Now, this only works in, like, square or rectangular shaped tables. Round tables, circular tables, it's actually meant for all camaraderie. If you're going to sit around a round table, it's a equal share of everybody, and there's no leader per se. So it's usually the best setting for, like, families and just families, meetings, stuff like that. And there's a lot that goes into it. It's really cool if you want to like study it. This is just pathetic. She can't talk. But notice how everyone stands up here. They stand out of a sign of respect. That's another thing too, is that they're all sitting casually, and this commands respect, and it shows how feared the person is or respected. It also, typically when people enter rooms, you can tell it's based on a cultural. Some body language is based on cultural. Some stuff's based on like inbred certain preferences, like our bodies naturally mimic. Like those things just kind of happen over hundreds of thousands of not hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of years of just psychological evolution within the brain. Really, I like body language a lot. I like learning about it. And here's this bitch coming in. What's up, baby? So she doesn't walk, she floats, right? Because this clearly she's not walking. Oh, she got titties though. So do you guys like simp her because she's hot?
What? Do you find such malignance necessary?
I apologize, ma'am. I'm not particularly fond of failure.
Then I see no reason for your cruelty towards young Cinder. She's become our fall maiden, destroyed Beacon Tower, and most importantly, killed dear Ozpin. So I'm curious, to what failures are you referring?
Okay, so immediately she shows up, serves cunt on a platter, and I know I normally use that as a compliment, but I give credit where credit is due, regardless of if I like them or not. She's serving it. Fucking platter after platter, basically. And you gotta respect, always gotta respect, respectfully, bitches in charge. Always respect it.
Killed dear Ozpin.
Yeah, she did do that.
So I'm curious, to what failures are you referring?
I don't like the way her hair looks, though.
Well, the girl with the silver eyes.
Yes. We've dealt with their kind before. How is it a novice was able to best one of us?
My thoughts exactly. Even without her new power, it should have been effortless.
It is because of the maiden's power. Make no mistake, Cinder. You hold the key to our victory. But your newfound strength brings with it a crippling weakness. Which is why you will remain by my side as we continue your treatment. Dr. Watts, you are to take Cinder's place and meet with our informant in Mistral.
Very good.
Tyrion, I want you to continue your hunt for the Spring Maiden.
Gladly.
And Hazel, I'm sending you to the leader of the White Fang. Adam Taurus has arranged the meeting. The boy continues to prove loyal. Ensure that Sienna Khan feels the same.
As you wish.
Oh. Speak, child.
She wants to know, what about the girl?
What about her? Seems to me like this is Cinder's problem, not ours.
That's enough. Tyrion,
Yes, my lady?
Spring can wait. Find the girl that did this to Cinder. And bring her to me.
Well, you've just shown that the Silver Eye ability, which we saw in the end of last season, can hurt the Fall Maiden. So, if they had these great warriors and great strengths, and Ozpin knew this, why did was it that Pyrrha was more ready than Ruby to get the Fall Maiden's power? We're seeing currently why the Fall Maidens aren't the end-all be-all, because Ruby, without even knowing what the fuck she was doing, blinded an eye and made the bitch mute. So I'm still a little confused right now. Not entirely, just a tiny bit. I just want to know, like, we're gonna have 5 more seasons and bad shit's gonna happen, I'm sure, because somebody informed me of what the theme was, which is, in the face of great adversity, you keep moving forward even when it seems like it's hopeless, or some bullshit like that. I shouldn't say bullshit, it's actually a very beautiful theme, but we're in character currently. So if that is the case, what... You've shown the answer. Like, if Ozpin knew that, why wouldn't he have spent more time trying to, I guess entice that power out of Ruby? Wouldn't that have made more sense? I'm not saying I know, I'm just curious.
The girl that did this to Cinder. And bring her to me.
What a little bitch.
Because of your efforts, Beacon has fallen. And Haven will be next.
Eye for an eye.
Okay. Who's this cuck? Alright, you know, that wasn't nice. That I said it, thought about what I just said, immediately was like, alright, that one wasn't cool. That was just uncalled for. That's a who's this asshole? There we go, that one feels better. They kind of look like the main character from Dark Cloud. Fuck what I would give for a Dark Cloud 3. One of my favorite fucking RPGs. Or JRPGs, technically. Well, more of an action RPG. But whatever. Also, beautiful lighting, beautiful shading, yada yada yada. It looks fucking phenomenal. But Dark Cloud, god damn what I'd give to play Dark Cloud right now. His eyes are really pretty. Don't know why I said that, but they are. They're cute.
I'm just saying, there's more members of Juniper in this team than Ruby. It just makes sense to go with that one.
But Junior isn't a color.
Ugh, how can I be more clear? 1, 2, 3. That's more than 1.
But we're helping Ruby with her objective. Wouldn't that make her the leader?
Guys, we need to focus. Also, Junior is way cooler.
Exactly!
I think the other one's cooler. Maybe. I don't know.
It's here.
I do like how Ruby kind of stays very quirky during all of this, but on top of that, like, If you ever seen the A-Team movie when they fly a tank, that's how I always feel whenever Ruby does anything. Like, shoots and does that.
Don't forget me!
We need to draw its attention away from Ruby.
Gotta get in closer.
My blades don't hurt him.
Can we see John do anything cool? Please let me see John do something fucking cool. Please! Electricity? Wouldn't that just make it electrified? Wouldn't fire work here? You know, that's cute. That's so cute of Ren to protect Nora.
You'll be fine without a weapon. You're the strategist.
Why does he not have a weapon? Yes! Why didn't she start with this?
Hey, be careful.
Just I have a goal this season to not rant about John. All right? I'm not going to do it. I know that I'm going to become the guy that rants about John, and I'm just not going to do it. I say that while ranting about John. All I'm going to ask is, in terms of writing, why doesn't he have a weapon? I thought it was his grandfather's sword. Like, I was really expecting them to do something cool. Like, he upgrades it, and it kind of takes part of his personality, and he embraces tradition while being forward-thinking, so we can get dust imbued into the blade. Nope, he just doesn't have it. Doesn't have the shield either. He can't be the protector and attacker, which is what a fucking shield and sword traditionally means. And when you have characters that use swords and fucking shields together, they're supposed to... it's okay. I'm okay. I just want to know why. In terms of fighting animation, this is beautiful, but like I said during the RWBY short, it doesn't feel the same. It feels much more... The camera doesn't shake as much. It's so much more polished that it's kind of lost its character in a way. And this isn't bad. I cannot stress enough that it's not bad. It is different. And, like, that's more... Like, that's everything I'm trying to say. Do not take it to mean I'm shitting on this, because I am not. I genuinely love what they're doing. I just can't help but feel this glaring difference of, with money, you create polish. And this isn't just a RWBY problem. This is anything that you watch that you really enjoyed the early seasons of, and then they got money because it got popular. You ever notice how Rick and Morty seasons 1 and 2 are a lot better than seasons 3 through 6, IMO? That this is my personal opinion, but they really, in the first 2 seasons, Rick was just a smart guy. Season 3, he was the smartest in the universe, and I don't really get it. He's the Rickest Rick of them all. Like, it became, and like, that being said, that doesn't mean that Rick and Morty is now bad. It means that it's gotten polished and gotten popular enough where more people are getting into it, and flanderization just kind of starts to happen. And flanderization is not just character, because your camera itself is technically a character in media. And a lot of people don't really pay attention to that because it's something that's easily forgotten. Myself included, I forget that. But because you have a camera op, because you have a director of photography who is a person, or you have animators who are animating this with a director who has a unique vision, the director is the camera. Their personality is the lens. Their personality and their vision is the lens that you're seeing this through. And once you change directors, once you change people, yeah, you still have the same characters on screen fundamentally. You just don't have it. Like you don't have the it factor that you originally had. You've upgraded your camera equipment. So if you were originally shooting in HD, let's just say fucking 720p, because that's what I'm doing. If tomorrow I get a 4K camera and I start filming with it, which I plan on doing, not tomorrow, but sometime this month hopefully, it fundamentally changes certain aspects of what you like or what you don't like about something. It changes the vibe, it changes the cohesive part of it, and that's kind of more or less what's going on here. Like, it's RWBY. It's calling itself RWBY. It is RWBY. It's the continuation of Monty Ohm's story the way that hopefully he wanted it to continue. But it's not Monty Ohm's vision of what RWBY was going to look like. It is now Miles, and I believe her name was Kathleen. I just know Miles more because he plays John, and as you know, I'm not ranting about John this season, but I became intimate with the voice actor because at this point in time, every time he fucks up going forward, I know that the voice actor is also the writer. That's more or less of what it is. I think her name's Kathleen. I will, at the end of this episode, I'm going to check and issue a retraction if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Kathleen. I could just be thinking of Kathleen Kennedy, though. That is very possible. I'm dog shit with names. It's now Monty Ohm's vision through the directorial style and writing style of Kathleen and Miles together. It doesn't make it bad. It just means that we now have someone who is a different person and a different character holding the camera now. So the character holding the camera that doesn't talk, doesn't see, doesn't talk, just observes the entire time is a completely different person. They said fuck it at the end. They died during volume 3, and now a new camera person has picked it up and is watching these people fucking do insane shit. I'm not gonna say rant over because that sounds lame as fuck, but we'll get back to it.
Hey, be careful.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Eh.
His arm is a tree. His arm is a tree.
Big mistake.
Fire? And it seeks out the tree? And it's an on fire tree? I will say that lighting, not lighting, but that line is pretty funny. Because she says big mistake, and then I don't need to explain the joke.
Big mistake.
Oh, that's sick. Boomerang guns.
How do we do this?
His body is too thick to break through.
It doesn't care about its body,
Plus, it can keep
Okay.
grabbing new limbs.
but it's protecting its face.
I think it's a little too quiet.
Yeah.
Might be a little too quiet on the audio capture front. I do apologize. I say that now that it's probably going to overtake me. Let's just take that down just a little bit more. Perfect.
His body is too thick to break through.
It doesn't care about its body,
Plus, it can keep grabbing new limbs.
but it's protecting its face.
We can't break it.
Yeah. If we knocked all of its limbs off at once, then went for the... Guys, I got it! We hit it harder.
Yeah?
Is that it?
No, seriously, it's trying to keep us from its face. If we kill the limbs, we'll have a shot to kill the whole thing.
All right. Come on, team. Let's do this.
upgrade? Right, then I will...
Die.
Hey, over here!
You know, at least he's trying. When has her semblance ever fucking worked like that? It's not like I'm not like I seem madder than I am. It's just it kind of feels unearned when I don't fucking know what like it's never shown to be able to make her fly. So when did that happen? Like, at the end of Volume 3, it kind of made sense, but now it doesn't really make that much sense, and I'm confused. Just a tiny bit. Like, I'm a little confuzzled. I'm a little fucking peeved, if I'm being honest. She could just stop midair. She's not shooting. God, I love Nora. And they could just do that? Oh yeah, that's sick.
Another victory for Team Junior. All right, okay, Ren, I think you're onto something. It's just not sounding great anymore.
We truly can't thank you enough.
Just doing our job, sir.
That Geist had been plaguing our village for weeks. We were beginning to wonder if we'd have to relocate.
Well, we are on our way to Mistral. You could always come along with us if you don't feel safe.
I take it you're not from these parts. Anima is a large continent. I'm afraid our people would never survive the long trek to Mistral. It may be safer in the kingdoms, but we prefer our way of life. I just wish we could pay you more.
Our previous arrangement is more than sufficient.
Oh, thank God! Yes! Tell me John's getting upgrades! This is what I've wanted! Fuck yes!
It's gonna be heavier than you used to, but you'll thank me the next time you go up against a set of claws.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
Don't gotta say anything. Just put it on. I'll go get the rest.
So, what are you waiting for?
Oh, right. Guess I was gonna grow out of it eventually.
A sign of progress.
Progress. What is it?
What is that?
What, my hoodie? I've always had this.
It's got a cute little bunny rabbit!
It's Pumpkin Pete.
I'm happy that after a day of murder, not murder, but, exterminating Grimm, Ruby still has a great sense of humor.
From the cereal?
What did you do? Send it a box top for a prize?
Yeah, 50.
Alright, fuck you too, Ruby! Jesus! Like, I'd smack! I'd like, fuck you, come on! Alright, yeah, it's fun to shit on John, but it's fun to shit on John for fun things. Not this.
Yeah, 50.
50, that's cheap. It's 50 boxes of cereal.
knows we don't have to grow out of everything.
Can't have a huntsman without his weapon. Made all the modifications you asked for. That was some fine metal you brought me. Accents the white nicely. Where'd you get it from?
From a friend.
Oh. He's got... You're telling me he's got Pyrrha with him everywhere? That's so fucking cute, dude.
He cleans up all right, don't you think?
He certainly does.
I still think a grenade launcher would have really brought the look together. Nothing's gonna stop Team Ranger now. Team Junior.
Still not a color.
Doesn't matter what we're called. As long as we're together.
You kids sure you won't stick around? You've been real good to this town.
Sorry, but we've got another mission. Make it to Haven Academy, no matter what.
We've heard the next village over has a working airship.
No way to know for sure. Scroll signals were bad enough out here when Beacon Tower was still up. Haven't heard from Shion Village in a while.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
And they will find out.
Food.
Check.
Water.
Check.
How about ammo?
Locked and loaded. Thank you, Schnee Dust Company.
Got the map?
Red's got it.
No, I don't. You have it.
Wait, what?
Guys, please tell me you're joking. Guys.
This team together is perfect. It's so goofy. Okay, Weiss?
Yes?
Pardon the interruption, Miss Schnee, but your father wishes to speak to you.
Thank you, Klein.
Is that Mirror Mirror Part 2 or Part 1? Nice. We're getting our first introduction to the music. Getting our rogues gallery. Carrie Shawcross. That's the name, Carrie. So sorry. It was not Kathleen, it was Carrie. I would like to issue an apology. I'm a dumbass. And I am bad with names. And I am sorry, those are excuses. I should have known. That's my bad. Bernie Burns. Weird name. RWBY. Appreciate. So that was episode 1 of volume 4. And it did what I wanted with John, so I'm happy. The animation, the fighting looks cool. Just very... Like I said, it's a different director. That's really all that you could say about that. Hi, I would like to... Is it because there's no light on my face? No? Maybe? Hello? There we go. I hate autofocuses. So yeah, I don't. It's whatever. It is what it is. So that's chapter 1. We're gonna be going quickly into chapter 2 and just kind of setting up to the next part and to the next part, and I'll be like halfway done with this season by today probably. But yeah, I'll see you guys there. I'm doing my Big Ed impression. You guys remember 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days was a thing? Or during the 90 days? Or whatever season Big Ed was on. Remember when Big Ed was a thing and everyone was into that show for like a summer? Because it was COVID and it mattered for some fucking reason? Yeah, me too. Anyway. I will say I didn't get to comment a lot about it, but I love the new designs of all the characters. They look absolutely stunning. Right back with Mirror Mirror. She fought those golems before. See, the thing I always wonder about this show is how do they actually do the animation, do you think? Are they 3D models in a 3D room with a 2D background? Because there are ways to like cheaply get around this where you just have an artist draw this, put it up in a 3D scale, make the floor actually solid, and like have the background just kind of exist, and then have Weiss's character model just walk across that floor. But there's another way of doing it, of just rendering everything. One's cheap and gets the job done, the other one looks better. Oh, she's lonely.
Good afternoon, sister. A pleasure to see you out of your room for a change.
You look like you're Mormon. You look like you belong in the Book of Mormon. You're about to start saying, hi, how are you? Or fucking I believe, or some bullshit. I don't like you.
Hello, Whitley.
Whitley?
You're in a cheery mood today.
Klein made crepes for breakfast.
What do you want?
I heard Father shouting with someone in his study earlier.
Mother?
No.
The reflection on the ground looks absolutely gorgeous, too. Now, did they just make her a surface? Lighting's coming in from there, reflections going straight down onto that from that camera angle on the floor. Did they add nodes to make it look reflective? Now, I'm going to be honest, now that we have an animation budget, I'm going to be breaking down the animation a lot more.
Klein made crepes for breakfast.
Because
what do you want?
This is what talent looks like.
Father shouting with someone in his study earlier.
Mother?
No, she's already drinking in the garden. I think it was a man. I just wanted to warn you. I heard he had asked to speak with you.
Lame.
I'll be fine.
I know you will. You're strong, like Winter.
You never liked Winter.
True, but you can't deny her resolve.
You seem different.
And you've been gone. I'll have you know I didn't stop growing while you were away at Beacon. Anyway, good luck with Father.
See, the younger brother? He is. There's...
Thank you.
If they look at that painting, that'd be really cool. Yeah, I fucking knew it. You wouldn't have put that much resolution into painting that bullshit unless you were gonna use it for a shot. That's another one for the beef boy, baby! Fucking love it. I love animated storytelling. John. Now, if Pyrrha is inside of Ruby's mind and she's absorbed her essence, that'd be a fun theory. I believe she does not know how to read a map.
We're not lost. The next town is Shion. My family used to visit it all the time.
Oh yeah. Don't you have like 4 sisters?
7.
You know, that actually explains a lot.
Wait, what do you mean?
So, what did you guys do there?
Oh, all sorts of stuff. Over here is a great hiking trail, and over here is where we went camping all the time. I got my own tent because I was special. Also, so my sisters would stop braiding my hair.
Didn't like the look?
Yeah, they just kept doing pigtails, but personally I think I'm more of a warrior's wolf tail kind of guy.
That's just a ponytail.
I stand by what I said.
Guys?
What?
Oh. Oh, they're all dead.
There could be survivors.
Over here.
Huntsman.
What happened? Who killed all of these people?
Bandits. The whole tribe. Then, with all the panic... Grim.
So you're constantly fighting a war on 2 fronts. One of keeping yourself under control and not fighting the emotion, and on this other one, this assault of just people being people. Damn. That's fucking poetic as shit, but continue. Ren's like, don't fucking touch me. Don't you fucking touch me.
Alright, we can get him to the next village and try to find a doctor there.
Yeah, Red and I can take turns carrying him.
I don't know if he'll make it.
He will. He has to.
If we get going now, his chances will be better. I can run ahead and look for help.
Guys.
He's dead.
Should we bury him?
We should go. It's not safe here.
Ren?
First off, pimp move, Ren, for not even respecting the body. But, like, at this point, this entire town's a fucking burial site. That's all I'm saying.
Should we bury him?
Respect to Nora.
We should go. It's not safe here.
Ren? It'll be okay.
I'm just tired of losing everything.
Yeah. I'd be tired too.
I'm not talking about the good of my company. I'm talking about the good of Atlas, our entire kingdom.
That is a load of garbage, and you know it.
I beg your pardon.
Jacques, will you please just hear me out?
You are a trusted friend and ally to this family, James.
Disagree! I don't trust him for a second! Fuck you, James! And fuck you! I assume Weiss' his father.
But what you're suggesting is absurd.
You are blowing it out of proportion.
The council will never agree to it.
You forget, I hold 2 seats on the council.
Your dust embargo has already cost me millions. I can promise you I have not forgotten.
So this is about you. Mishni, my apologies. I should have been gone by now.
It's a...
I will say, I really do like Ironwood's voice actor. I think he does a really good job playing a piece of shit. Just phenomenal.
Okay.
We'll continue this at another time.
Indeed. Klein can show you out.
Don't worry, I know the way. Until next time, Jock. Please know, you'll always have a home at Atlas Academy, Mishni. We'll be back in session before you know it.
What a sweetheart. Still fuck you, but sweetheart at least.
Did you forget your manners while you were away?
No, Father. I'm sorry.
Can you believe there are still people in the world that blame Atlas for what happened to Beacon?
I love that background ticking clock because it kind of gives you this sense of pending insanity, or like it gives you this. There's no music. The show is so musical, even during the fucking scenes of watching people die. Like, there was music. Right now, it is dead silent, and the only thing we hear is that clock. And I think it's supposed to say that time's running out for Weiss, for Atlas, who fucking knows, but in this room, there's nothing except for this clock, which is, whether or not it's intentional doesn't really matter, it makes sense.
To Vale?
Well, they weren't there.
To wonder Ironwood wasn't stripped of his rank. I suppose the council trusts him, for better or worse.
I trust him.
Thanks to him, Atlas is forbidden from exporting dust to other kingdoms. A precautionary measure, as he puts it, until we're certain no one is going to declare war. How anyone could possibly find that to be sound logic is beyond me.
Probably because your dust and your company, like, you're at a point in time where the question isn't, like, it's hard because I get what he's saying and he's not necessarily wrong, but he's right for the wrong reason. He's not wrong for the right. Like, there's a difference. I usually believe that if you're doing something right for the wrong reason, it's still a net good, even though you personally have the justification for a wrong reason. And if you're doing wrong for the right reason, you're still doing wrong, even if you have the right reason. So, technically speaking, if your company is that is the proponent and main exporter of dust, which is the main resource in this world, and now you have an embargo where you cannot ship that dust or get that dust to places where it's needed, then yes, that is going to cause problems. You are focusing on the fact that you are losing millions. Okay, cool. It doesn't really negate the fact that there's going to be probably, it's like if we have a power outage on like a global scale or something like that. If for whatever reason there's an embargo on the US going out wherever, if Europe were to put a embargo just that we can't get food into Africa, millions would starve. Not thousands, millions. The big issue and the big reason why I always get on people's cases in media about, like, one person cannot make decisions for an entire, like, it can't make decisions that are going to affect thousands of people without thinking the ramifications, is because once you get to about one more person than one, you'll never actually know how that's going to affect people. And it's like, I use the example for like COVID stuff, where it's like, we had no idea, we shut down a lot of businesses. What ended up happening is we closed down movie theaters, right? Movie theaters take up 30% of the market value or market share for corn planting. So within 1 year, you lost, farmers who plant the corn lose 30% of their money, and they're banking on the next year somehow making that up. But they don't have the money to replant the fucking corn. And like it causes a big issue that really the ripple effect you wouldn't see for like 5 to 10 years. And like, I want to listen to it one more time so I can properly say it, but the point isn't he's right. The point is that he does have a valid point, and honestly, with the way this show's writing works, is that I do like how they have not gone down to a necessarily one-sided, well, this person's obviously wrong. They do a very good job of showing at least the merit in arguments that whether or not they may or may not agree to.
Thanks to him, Atlas is forbidden from exporting dust to other kingdoms. A precautionary measure, as he puts it, until we're certain no one is going to declare war. How anyone could possibly find that to be sound logic is beyond me.
Well, obviously you can find that to be sound logic. It makes perfect sense. It's probably also going to result in the death of a lot of different people that rely on dust every single day to do things. And there are other dust companies, but it's like, if Amazon went under tomorrow, no one's going to... I don't know if anyone would die, but I also don't know who's paying for Amazon, who gets their groceries from Amazon, who fucking gets their medications from Amazon. I have absolutely no idea. But if you shut it down tomorrow, boom. It could be great for a lot of other e-commerce businesses. It may be great for other dust companies. But you have absolutely no idea the ramifications of what that one decision could fucking do to people that are relying on the Schnee Dust Company to provide energy. Imagine, like we use PP&L, or I think it's PPL, or Service Electric. We use some fucking electric company here. If they shut down tomorrow, people would get hurt. You're just telling an energy company, now you're done. Stop. Yeah, you can't export energy to other people. It's a weird idea.
Which is why the Schnee Dust Company will be holding a charity concert in the coming weeks. We need to show the people of Remnant that we are on their side. That we are all victims of the fall of Beacon.
That's wonderful news.
I know. And I think it would make a lot of people happy if you performed at the event.
Excuse me?
Many forget that you were there. My own daughter, a Schnee, on the grounds defending another kingdom. We need to remind them. And we need to show them that the Schnee family is just as strong as ever.
Are you asking me if I'd like to sing, or telling me?
I think it would make a lot of people happy.
I'll start practicing.
That's my girl.
Hot coffee, Miss Schnee? I always find he keeps his study dreadfully cold.
Thank you, Klein.
What a sweetheart.
You know what I think?
I think it's to balance out all his hot air.
Klein?
Apologies, madam.
There's my happy little snowflake.
Thank you, Klein.
Yo. Good person Klein, am I right?
All right, Sean. Just like we practiced. Follow these instructions. Shield up. Keep your grip tight. Don't forget to keep your front foot forward. Ready? Go. Again. And again. Okay. Now, assuming you aren't cheating, we can take a break. I know this can be frustrating. And it can feel like so much effort to progress such a small amount. But I want you to know that I'm proud of you. I've never met someone so determined to better themselves. You've grown so much since we started training. And I know this is just the beginning. Jean, I want you to know that I'm just happy to be a part of your life. I'll always be here for you, Jean. All right, Jean. Just like we practiced. Follow these instructions. Shield up. Keep your grip tight. Don't forget to keep your front foot forward. Ready? Go. Again. And again.
All right. I have a lot I want to say. All of it good. Fuck. Like, it's crazy how one scene can recontextualize so much within a character, and like, yes, I have a lot of issues with the way that they write John's character, but that alone has just done so fucking much. And like, it just makes me really happy that they're willing to do that type of thing. And it's like kind of crazy. Like, damn. Like, that's just so insane. Oh, and just to clarify, because I'm thinking about it now, the point I was making with the popcorn thing is not like they shouldn't have shut down movie theaters. The point I'm making was people in positions of power and people that are typically in like positions like up there like that, they could honestly really have no idea what the ramifications of making decisions are. And I'm using COVID as an example, not because I have any specific thoughts on it. I make content. I don't care. My point is more of making the decisions of whether or not certain things are essential or like unessential, or making embargoes or doing that kind of thing, just have ramifications that you literally could never see. You can say, well, movie theaters aren't important. Well, you have now just cost farmers 30% of their revenue, or at least corn farmers 30% of their revenue. Most of it tends to come from, I believe, gasoline, I think, because it's ethanol, and ethanol is a corn byproduct, I believe. But you've now cost them at least 30% of their revenue, which also means you'd have a corn yield of 30% less because you can't rebuy those seeds and do that. You're banking on having the same thing next year with actually no point. Or when we were having those meat shortages in 2020, a big reasoning for that is because there was nothing to package the meat with. They said that rubber bands, which is something that packages meat in like plastic bags, aren't like the creation of those wasn't necessarily essential. But what you ended up doing is create this massive oversight that, well, one of your main food products is packaged in those things. So like, just a lot of stuff. Ultimately, it's not these people are dumb. It's not decisions that were made were bad. It's more of what I am saying, and all of what I'm saying, not more of, all of what I'm saying is, it's really difficult to have one person make a decision for everybody, or say that this is accepted or this isn't accepted. Because the ramifications of that exception, typically, you'll have no fucking idea. So, like, Ironwood making that decision to be like, oh, let's put an embargo on Sneed Dust Company. What I'm getting at, ultimately, is he has no idea what that could do to all the other kingdoms. But he's just preemptively making that decision because he thinks it's what's best for everyone to stop a potential war from breaking out. Which is completely fair. It's just also what's being powered by Sneed Dust Company in other places. If you find out that you can't get your dust tomorrow, right? And you run a hospital and you fucking need, and you rely on Sneed Dust Company because those types of businesses have massive contracts all over the fucking world, right? Did you just make it really difficult for a hospital to run now? Like, have energy to do the things to protect people? Did you, like, those are questions that I don't think he asked. Because I think, maybe he did, and I just don't know. But I can't see James asking those questions, personally. But that's at least my thoughts on it. We're going to be going into episode 3 next. Okay, and, ooh, my neck. We're back with it for the last episode of today. I should have started past this. That would have been smart, but I've never been known for my intelligence. It's a sad thing to say about yourself. Very sad. Oh, it sounds like Blake, because she's been on a boat. There she is. You can see her. Why is she sailing?
Traveling alone?
Here's the thing. She looks good. Like, really good.
Now, no threat here. Just here to chat.
And why is that?
Well, not many people travel by boat on their own. It can be quite a lonely voyage. But I've found those that do tend to have the more interesting stories.
Okay.
Maybe it's just better for some people to be alone.
Why are you scared of children?
But with your
Oh, she's scared of falling in.
paranoia, I think a few friendly faces wouldn't hurt.
Who says I'm paranoid?
No one, dear. No one. I'll leave you be.
Uh-huh.
But, fair warning. These trips can be awfully boring.
King! Well, Sun was with her.
Won't be needing this.
I thought she liked the bow. Oh. So she's owning that she's a Faunus now. Cool.
With no end in sight. Try as they might, the local huntsmen and huntresses can't seem to get a hold of the situation at Beacon Academy.
Though the failsafes have supported wireless communication within the kingdom, the loss of the CCT tower continues to prevent contact with the outside world. Talks with Atlas officials regarding repairs have so far...
The Vale Council voted this week to continue to ban any air traffic that does not have a direct correlation with evacuation. Council has made it clear that they feel...
Multiple rumors continue to circulate as to who was...
I'm sorry, at that point, just turn the fucking TV off. Like, there comes a point in time where it's like, you know everything's fucked, you know everything's sad, and the news keeps just talking about how everything's fucked and sad. So, like, just turn it off. Who gives a fuck? You know it's fucked. You know it's gonna... You know today sucks. You know it's gonna suck tomorrow. And you know it's probably gonna suck next week. So just turn it off. Come on, Yang. Just turn it off. Do something else.
The attacks at the Vital Festival tournament. While no one knows for sure, officials have confirmed that high-ranking White Fang member Adam Taurus was present for the attack. Any and all attempts to bring him into custody have been met with brutal force.
I'm home.
Hey, Dad.
Guess what came in today?
A new arm?
What?
I can't wait for you to try this.
Good guy, Dad?
Well?
It's for me?
For you and you only.
Did you need to get our measurements for this?
Brand new, state-of-the-art Atlas tech. You know, I thought I was going to have to pull some strings, call in a few favors, but you earned this one all on your own, kiddo.
Huh?
Before I could even talk to him, General Ironwood already had one of his top scientists working on this. For you. He wanted me to tell you that you fought admirably. You should be proud of yourself. Well, you gonna try it on?
I'm not feeling too great right now. Maybe later?
The hairstyle, it does things to me, man, alright? I'll say it. I'm a depraved son of a bitch. No, I'm not. But, like, I could be for you. I could be depraved, Yang, I promise. Let me in. Just let me in. Like, look at that. Look at the way she looks up.
I'm not feeling too great right now. Maybe later?
I'd fold. I'd fucking fold at the sight of that.
Well, all right.
I think it's the hairstyle that does it for me, honestly. Like the...
Thanks, Dad.
All front, but the front poofy. Oh, that's some serious PTSD you got there. It's nice that we're seeing our two other members of Team RWBY. I'm gonna say it's fucked up. Do you think Blake likes sunbathing? Just gonna say it. And if you own a cat, you know what I'm talking about.
Who's there?
Me, Dio. Fuck 'em up! Honestly, with this directing, there's a lot more creative, there's a lot more creative, like, cinematography in this than there previously was, which is, like, one way it's an upgrade, and another way it's kind of like, it just shows you the difference. Like, this is a lot more about visual storytelling than necessarily is about fighting, and, like, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. Rawr. Rawr.
Sir, we've never fought a Grim this big.
We've never seen something this big.
That's what she said! To both of those people, that's what she said.
Sir, we've never fought a Grim this big.
We've never seen something this big. But we'll give her a fight nonetheless.
Woo! Oh, it's so sick. I stand by their semblances couldn't do this before. That score in the background also is just fucking killing it. It is so good. So good. With that.
Hold steady, men. It's not done with us yet. Get the heavy cannon loaded!
I think that person is a famous voice actor too. Oh! Haku! It's Haku from fucking Spirited Away!
Heavy cannon, open fire!
Oh, he's hot.
What are you doing?
Following you.
My hero.
You're not supposed to be here.
Yeah? Well, it looks like you can use all the help you can get.
I love them together.
Just shut up and fight.
First off, why you gotta be mean to him, alright? He just wants to love you. It's okay. You don't... He doesn't deserve your love, or he, like, whatever the fuck you want to say. But, like, you don't gotta hate on the guy. He's kind of helping out here.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, that was nothing. That did nothing.
We still got the heavy cannon?
Aye, but it's moving too fast. We can't land a hit.
How about the engines?
Fully functional, Captain.
Well, all right then. Huntsman! If you can clip its wings and draw it out towards the bow, we can take it.
I mean, you're the one with the swords.
I just got gunchucks, baby. His semblance is so fucking sick.
This is the part where you say it.
Oh, come on! Give it to the guy! Oh, is this I Won't Fall in Love or whatever? It is. It's redone though. That's cool. Get fucked. Get fucked! Oh my god! Get fucked! That fight scene was so fucking dope! I'm with it. For what? What the fuck, Blake? Like, I'm missing something here. I'm 100% missing something, but like, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, what did I do?
Seriously, it was no big deal. Just enjoy the rest of your trip and everything will be cool. We got this. You'd think they'd never seen a fight before.
What are you doing here, son?
Digging the new outfit, by the way. Never did like the bow.
Son!
Jeez.
Have you been following me?
I saw you run off. The night Beacon Tower fell. Once we landed in Vale, you made sure everyone was okay, and then you just took off without saying anything.
I had to. You wouldn't understand.
No, I get it. The moment you left, I knew exactly what you were doing. You're going on a one-woman rampage against the White Fang!
What?
You've always felt like the Fang was your fight. They show up, trash your school, hurt your friends. It makes perfect sense.
I can't believe you.
But there's no way I'm letting you do this alone. It's an honorable approach for sure, but you're gonna need someone watching your back. And that's where I come in. Us Fauna's gotta stick together after all.
You're wrong, son. You're so wrong.
What do you...
I'm not going anywhere near the White Fang. Not yet.
Seriously?
I need to sort some things out.
Then why not do it with your team? Your friends?
You're one to talk. Assuming Neptune Stage and Scarlet aren't hiding below deck.
You really think I could get Neptune on the ocean? They flew back to Mistral. I told them I'd catch up. Not the first time I left him to take a boat. So, if you're not going after the White Fang, where are you going?
Home. To Menagerie.
Well, I'm coming with you. The Grimm are getting worse. You saw it yourself. And just because you're not going after the Fang doesn't mean they won't be coming for you. Besides, I'm kinda already on the boat.
There's really no stopping you.
Nope.
Nope. Love him! I understand if it's unrequited. I understand that if she's not into it, but God, do I love his energy. Like, he is adorable.
Great! Never been to Menagerie before? It'll be a regular journey to the east. Yeah.
Dog, you are based on the character from the titular story that I'm pretty sure inspired most Eastern storytelling. A Journey to the West. Come on now.
I like the sound of that.
Come on now. Like, alright, I hear it, but like, come on now. Oh shit. I don't really think I've added too much to this episode. Well, there hasn't been too much to talk.
Don't fight it, girl.
It can sense your trepidation. You must make it dread you.
The fuck is that thing? It's a predator? The fuck is a predator doing here? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Cinder, I am going to ask you this one more time, and I expect a clear answer. Did you kill Ozpin? No! I want to hear you say it.
Yes.
Reinforce our numbers at Beacon. The relic is there.
Mm-hmm.
What are you planning?
Who? He's dead. He is currently dead. Okay, so awesome. Genuinely awesome already. Volume 4, I feel like it starts a little slow, but honestly with the fighting that you're getting is really cool. With everything that's going on, you're just having a really good time. It kind of comes down to this question of what's next? What ifs? What's going on? So everyone's kind of going on their own journey and their own way, and they're not juggling one story now, they're juggling 4 concurring stories that I'm sure is going to end with Team RWBY meeting up somewhere. I don't know where. Probably Mistral. Who fucking knows? But we're now following this story as it progresses, which is going to be really interesting to see. I'll be watching up till halfway through the season tonight anyway, so yeah. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you don't mind, just like, comment, subscribe. Really helps me out. Gonna be doing some epic rap battle of history tomorrow. Something. I have a wedding, so it's just gonna be whatever. And if you made it this if you made it this far, maybe you wouldn't mind joining the Discord. It's 18+. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, everyone.